Gang, we are back with another great CPA purpose story for you this week. I'm Bill Sheridan with the Maryland Association of CPAs. Great to be here as always. Still looking for that elusive why behind the work that CPAs do. And this week, my guest is Safiatou Cisse. Sophie to her friends. She is the controller at Iris, powered by Generali. They provide identity and cyber protection services in more than 110 countries around the world. Man, such important work there these days, isn't it? And that's a pretty good CPA purpose in its own right. But Sophie really is driven to help her peers who are not grounded in finance understand the story behind the numbers and to give them the peace of mind that comes with that financial knowledge. They need that knowledge. They don't necessarily have it. And it's Sophie's job to teach them. And that gives her joy and inspiration, satisfaction. But when she began her studies all those years ago in France, her experience in accounting got off to a bit of a rough start. I'm gonna let her tell that story. Here is Safiatou Cisse with her
I did most of
CPA
my
story.
studies after high school in France, and my first accounting course was a disaster there.
Oh no,
I
why?
actually hated the subject. I was like, because I was in high school, I was major in science. I was very good in math and statistics, but accounting didn't really
Didn't
ring a
click.
bell for me. When I first got that, my first course, I was like, okay, I'll never be an accountant. This is not for me.
Was it
And
was it
then
the
after
was
I
it
finished
the
my
subject
studies,
matter or was it the teacher or
it
what? I
was
mean,
the teacher.
the teacher. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, it was the teacher. The way he was teaching, it didn't just, I didn't connect to the subject. I was like, no, this is not for me. And
Okay.
then after I finished my studies in France, I came here. I got my MBA in financial management. And I had accounting 101 with a CPA who has his own firm. It was like a consultant for the university. And I was like, wow, this is great. This is what I want to do. The way he was explaining using his real cases to explain, I really connected to the job. I was like, this is something I want to do.
It just took a different perspective then
Exactly.
yeah. Well, that's great. Tell me a little bit about what you think of as, I don't know, the purpose or the why behind what you do. What do you accomplish by doing what you do?
I feel great, when I provide reports and I explain to my peers who are not in the field and they understand my job and respect me because I'm a CPA and they know I'm very knowledgeable in that. I really feel accomplished doing that,
What do you think all
and
that?
being an asset for the company by
Mhm.
just, because when I started, I've seen some errors and stuff I was able to fix, and that really, I felt good doing that.
What do you think all of that means to your customers or the people that you work with? What does that expertise those three letters mean to the folks that you work with?
It means that they have the peace of mind, they trust what I provide them as report, and or invoices, so they feel more comfortable. Like my manager, like, okay, when I go on vacation, I know you're here, you're taking care of the matter. I don't have to worry about checking things, making sure things are done correctly.
Hmm. Yeah, that peace of mind goes a long, long way.
Yeah.
Um, what do you love most about being a CPA?
Uh, I mean, when you say CPA, people have a lot of respect for you. Like the other day, I was walking and I was talking to one of my neighbor, and I was like, I'm very busy these days. And she was like, yes, I haven't seen you. I said, yeah, I'm busy. We're having the audit, and it's year end. And she said, what do you do? I said, I'm a CPA. Oh my goodness, I never knew you were like a CPA. Oh wow, you told me that. She was looking at me differently just because of that CPA title.
That's right. Well, the reputation kind of precedes you. Yeah,
Exactly.
that's great. Well, what would you tell somebody who might be considering studying to become an accountant, or maybe don't know what they want to do in college or for a career? What would you tell them about accounting?
I would say accounting is really great. And some people will tell me, oh, I'm not good in math. I say, you don't have to be good in math to excel in accounting. Because I was great in math, but my first course didn't connect well. So I see great CPAs that are lawyers, they are not in math at all. So you don't have to be great in math to be a good accountant.
I hear that a lot, that people, they're like they first gravitate toward accounting because, they say, oh, I was great at math, so I was kind of encouraged to do that. What
Mm-hmm.
if math isn't really what it's all about, what is accounting about in your mind?
Uh, I don't know how to put it. Accounting is really, putting like company financial together. You have a better picture of where the revenue come from and the related costs and what net profits you have out of that, you know.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, that really because sometimes people will see only one side of the thing. Like sometimes department they just spend, but they don't pay attention to the budget that are related to that or to the revenue. So by spending so much, you may, actually being a losing business if you don't pay attention to that full picture.
It it
So
it's it sounds almost like your job is to kind of, I don't know, rise up above the company and look down from
yeah,
above on what's happening so that you can see all the moving parts and understand where they all
exactly.
kind of fit together. Yeah.
Yeah.
Great stuff there from Safiatou Cisse. So glad she could take time out of her busy schedule to be with us this week. We want to hear from you as well. So please head on over to macpa.org/why and share your story with us as we try to offer a little bit of inspiration to the next generation of accounting and finance professionals. We want to hear what your CPA purpose is as well. And in the meantime, thanks for being here. As always, we'll be back again next week. More stories to share then. Until then, have a great week. We'll talk to you again soon. Take care.